All right, Scott Squad, we're back in the building, and y'all, guess who we got with us? It is longtime friend to the show, but stranger because we ain't seen her in a minute.
Richie, no, where have you been?
I know. It's
You've been doing like live interviews
I have not
or
been.
interviews with people, period.
I took a break from doing interviews because, I don't know if you like this, but I'm a free flowing person.
Mhm.
So scheduling things, I'd be like, ugh,
What is a schedule?
okay.
You just
I
have to
don't,
move with life. It's so much that happens within your lifespan and within a day's span to you can't plan it.
yeah. So but this is probably the part of my job that I love the best. It's just scheduling it. So I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna recap the show. They'll get it later.
You need to get your little secretary. That's it.
I know.
Something. But I do miss you.
I miss you too.
I miss
Um,
seeing your handsome face.
uh, you know, I see. Well, I don't see. I'm trying to think. Have you been posting a lot on social media? I don't know if you haven't.
Have not. I've been so freaking busy. And that's the thing for me. Like when people come around me, they be like, "Oh my God, you have so much to post. Like we want to see this." But it's like I don't have time to post anything. I don't have time to record. I don't have time to edit. Like I move so fast. Like I'm moving. Okay.
So, what? Tell me before we get into anything to do with the show. What have you had going on recently? Tell the people. What can you tell us?
Oh my God. Life has definitely been lifing. So what I can say is far as when it comes to the entrepreneurship part of me, of course you guys know that I do have Goddess Land. So we open oh my God, Rich, it's been a long time. Baby, let me take you all the way back. So what I've been doing since you. So of course, we open Goddess Lands. We have salon suites on top of Goddess Land. So if anybody's looking for somewhere to, explore your entrepreneurship, come there.
Hmm.
We have spaces available. Taste is open, is doing absolutely amazing. We finished the condos on top of Taste. A lot of people don't know about me that, I'm into real estate and I buy land. Like me and my husband, we own over 400 acres of land. We're trying to get to 1,000. So hopefully we'll be there one day. I have these Airbnb cabins on some of our properties. So we have probably altogether a little over how many do we have, Amanda? I get confused. It's probably about 14 of them on the property. So, amongst, rental homes and just, investing. So I do a lot. Like I do a lot. On top of that, of course, with the whole health scare, as many of you may have saw on Belle Collective, I was diagnosed with blood clots. So that was something that was new to me, and it allowed me to slow down and to just really, you know, just enjoy life and to not take life for granted. Like just slow down and enjoy. But other than that, I'm here still.
I'm here.
I'm here.
But look, let me tell you real quick. I tried to do the Airbnb thing. I got 3 properties at the same time. I
Really?
wanted to throw up. It was so stressful to me.
Why was yours stressful?
I think
Mine's
because I think I tried to do too much all at once
mhm.
and, having to furnish 2 of them completely from scratch. I was
Yes.
like, "This is a nightmare to me." 'Cause, you gotta keep
Yes.
it furnished and then you're trying to make money at the same time.
Yes.
So, I was just like, "How do you do that? Like, how do you manage all of this in one day? Because that is a lot."
It is a lot for sure. And when I say it, people look at me like, how can you I don't know. I guess I just make it work. And then I have my husband that's there supportive and he's really helpful when it comes to a lot of things. We just work with each he's real handsy. So if anything's broken, need fixing, like he is your guy. Like when it comes to the paperwork, putting stuff together, the Airbnbs to me are the easiest things to do because it's on the app, right? I have my cleaners that come that like they have access to the app. So when somebody checks out, they're coming in, they're cleaning, they're getting ready for the next guest. Like I'm rarely down there or having to do anything. Like that is the most simple for me. But everybody have their vices and what works for them and what doesn't. So Airbnb is simple for me, and it just may not be that simple for you. Give
I
it another shot, though. Give it another shot.
no, I got PTSD now. Okay.
Oh God, you have to tell me those stories on the back end because I really want to know like the horror stories of the Airbnbs because my guests are great. Like you have that 2% that may just be off the wall, but for the most part, they're great.
I don't even think it was the guest. It was like the
It
administrator.
was just the experience and yeah.
You know,
Now,
uh, it's the management of it all for me that I was just like, this is chaotic, but I'm gonna talk to you that outline because that's a rabbit hole situation.
okay.
What I want to know is how do you balance filming a show with also doing all of those things?
Oh my God. Now, I tell everybody, like filming a show is like having another job. So you literally have to have great people in place in order to make it function. Like if you don't have people in place, then I mean, you listen, you're gonna have to give one up. And that's just point blank. Like when I first started filming, I had to learn because I was like running myself ragged because I was so hands on and I'm still hands on, but I kind of learned to let the ropes go a little bit more. So, like in the beginning, I didn't get it. Like delegate, build your team. Like if you want more, you have to have a team. Like a team, my team is everything. Your team makes you. Your team is gonna make or break you. And, I just had to figure that out. So it works. Like I have an amazing team and I thank God for them. It took a while to get there because, people are people. But yeah.
So this is a real question for me then. How do you find people that you can trust? How do you find somebody that you can trust implicitly with not only your business operations, but your personal life as well? Because all of that's going to become intertwined to a certain degree. So first things first, when you say team, what do you mean? And then to connect this with the show, how
Hmm.
do you find people that you feel like you can trust, bring it to your home, that help you build this empire, but also help you with show? And then how do you trust that everything that you say with this person is going to stay within the boundary of the relationship?
Now, Richie, that's a great question. Because when I say, I always say people are people because, no one's greater than God. I'm right up under him, but other than I'm just kidding, honey. They'll be like, they'll eat me down about that. But anyways, for me, my circle is super small. And that's one of those things that you just have to pray on and you have to give to God and you have to have great discernment because my discernment wasn't always there because the people that I would bring under me, like I don't care. You can give them the world. You can buy a house, a car for them, give them a job, like pay them. One thing about us, we're never satisfied with the position that we're in because we want that specific person positioned. So that was kind of the thing when it came to me. Like, I'm young, successful, and popular. So a lot came with it. Like I'm in the limelight and I'm a socialite. So a lot of people came under me for whatever reason to take or to, try to use that as a stepping stone. And sometimes I will often just confuse that with them actually wanting to be my friend or wanting them to help me out. And that right there, when I say it was a lot about lessons, like for example, I took in this specific person, she was homeless. I gave money, gave opportunities. Like, I gave so much of myself to this person for them to turn around and take from me and for me to fire them and for them to try to sue me.
Mm.
Like, it's just things like that at one point I was I'm not trying to say so balled up into myself, like I didn't trust anybody, but I had to let that go because when one person leaves, somebody better comes along, right? And that was one of those things that I prayed because people can be what they say, a wolf in sheep's clothes. Like it was just so much of that. So I just had to trust myself and pray for discernment. Like
Mm.
that was my number one prayer. Like, God, please give me discernment to know who is for me and who isn't. And once I did that, doors started opening, the right people came along. So yeah, it was hard, but I eventually got there.
How long did it take? I mean, and I ask this to not only for the
Years.
audience because I feel like, you know, this becomes a thing for all of y'all, like, to a certain
Mhm.
degree, people around you, y'all call it the outside noise. But I think the way in sometimes is what happens for some people and for some situations, and this
Mhm.
gets to the core of my question, my personal question, is for me, you talked about having a team. Like, I do everything myself because I'm a creative, so I
Yes.
love having my hands in it, but I'm probably my biggest bottleneck. So,
Yes.
for somebody like you who I know that you're hands-on, how long did that take you to say, "Okay, this is it. I can't do it all myself."
Richie, honestly, I literally within the past 2 years, I just got there, and keep in mind, I've been in business over 14 years, and within the past 2 years, I just got to that point because it wasn't fair to me, I was pulling myself in so many different directions, and if I didn't, like, I was gonna crash. Like, it was no way around it. It was either my health because one thing about it, whether you're here or not, business is gonna continue. Somebody's gonna replace you. So, I had to figure that out. I was like, if it's meant, it's gonna be there. And I have to trust my instinct and trust what I've been praying to God for discernment that these are the right people that I put in place and to let the rings go and see if they can tackle it. And once I did that, I was like, okay, I was doing all of this for nothing because they can actually handle it.
Mm.
You may go through a few people, I'm not gonna lie.
That's
You gonna go through a few people. It-
I think I'm like you said that you were. I'm kinda like balled up, like, non-trusting of people in
yes.
general, like, so it's so difficult for me to work past that, but, Lord the God is working on me, so we gonna
God, please work on Richie. Work on Richie, okay? Imma say a little prayer for you when I get
please,
off.
please, I would appreciate that. Speaking of, like, just people in your circle, did you have any hesitancy about Amanda joining the circle on TV in a more of a direct role, right? Because I think we had seen her,
Mhm.
with you, but in terms of her being on the camera and having camera time in this way, did you have any concerns about your own relationship with her as you guys kind of tried to navigate that? Like, was that a problem?
Um, it wasn't a problem because one thing about me and Amanda, like when I say we grew up together, we come from the same hometown. I know her struggles, she know my struggles. And with Amanda, I felt like she did have a lot to offer to the show because again, she's an entrepreneur. Like she's making waves out here in the city of Jackson, Dallas, just wherever she put her foot, like she makes a mark. And she's a really brilliant young lady and amazing person despite what was shown. Of course, I do hate that part of it because it's so much more to her than what you guys have seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't really have any worries about Amanda coming on the show. Now, deep in the back of my mind, because anytime friends come on the show together, it's always something as to why they're not friends anymore. I didn't feel like that me and Amanda would get to that part, but I didn't, I trust in our friendship that we're stronger than it. So I think we would have been good if
Okay.
she would have remained on the show.
Um, do you feel that there is a parallel between you and Amanda and Lateshia and Shantae? Or do you feel like there's some big differences in the friendships? Because there was some talk about Shantae and Lateshia not having the best relationship, or maybe
Um,
unbeknownst to Lateshia. It is. How
And
how do you
honestly,
those 2 relationships as being similar or different?
though very different, very different. So, I think that Letitia knows what type of friend she has. Like when it comes to Amanda, I've never had to second guess her. I've never had to question her about any single thing that there is. And one thing about it, if a person does something for so long, it comes back and you're gonna either hear about it or you're gonna see it in some form. And with Shantae, like to me, she is everything the opposite of a friend, but will sit there and pretend like she's your friend. And to me, those are the worst type of friends. If you can sit up and you can talk about your friend, you can talk about your friend's marriage. Like it is so much stuff that this girl has said about her friend to the fact that I'm like, Tisha, why are you still friends? Like certain stuff that I won't even repeat. We touched on it a little bit on the show, but it literally goes way deeper than that. It's a lot. And to me, that's not a friend. That's jealousy. That's envy. Like it's just so many things wrapped into one. And having somebody around you that's pretending like they're friends with you, but they're envy or jealous, that is dangerous. Like people sending me stuff now. She moves weird. It's stalkerish, crazy. When it comes to Shantae, she's the type of person, she could never be in my circle. She could never hang around me. You have to ask permission to even breathe the same air, to even speak to me. That's the type of person she is to me. But to answer your question, no. Two totally different types of friends.
One of the things that I did notice about Amanda was that she was very succinct with her responses. So when Carlos would ask her a question, it is very, this is it, this is my, you know what I'm saying? It leaves you no room to question what she believes, right?
Right.
Which I did. I like a person that can just say what they need to say and then that's it. They don't have to do
Mm.
a lot of explaining. I do want to ask you about something that you did say during the reunion with regards to you and Letitia. So much I think of this group is rooted in you and Letitia and kind of Marie, right? In terms of like
Yeah.
how you guys navigate each other. When you
Mhm.
say that you still feel like you don't trust Letitia, what would it take to get to a level of trust again for you and her?
So me and Letitia, we're definitely in a great space. Like space is great. And I don't want people to get it confused by me saying that I don't trust her, meaning that I have some, it's completely different. I don't have anything against her. Like I said, we are in a great space. It's healthy to not trust people and it's healthy to trust people. You just have to know when and where to do it. For me, it would definitely take time because it's like I said, it's been so much. Like it has been so much year after year. And I'm a Libra. So I'm always forgiving. I never forgive, but I'm always going to be that person that forgives and gives chance after chance after chance. And when I get to that breaking point, because you have broken me so much, it's kind of like, it's hard for me to get back there.
Yeah.
Like it is really hard because when I give my all to somebody, if I call you my friend, you are my friend. And Tisha would definitely vouch for that. Anybody that has ever called me their friend, they cannot say, oh, Latrice was fake or Latrice did this. No, no, I'm 100 behind. If I call you my friend, I'm 100 behind you. But it wasn't the same in return. So it's gonna take time. Probably a long time, but time for sure.
Um, how does it feel to be in a different space with Marie at this point?
I can't say that being in this space with Marie is like a breath of fresh air because I get tired. I was tired of going back and forth with Marie for whatever in her head that she had concocted. It was just like, oh my God, girl. Let's just Girl, it's been years. Leave me alone. Either we gonna be cordial or we not. And I'm so happy that we're in the space that we are. Yeah. I never thought that we would get there.
I
Like ever.
For a long time, I didn't either, and I was just like, "Oh my god, here we go again."
Listen, I was tired of Marie. Oh, that lady right there, she is hell on wheels. when she do not mess with you, she don't mess with you,
I
and she's gonna let it be known.
I've seen, okay? Um, who first of all, let me just say this. I don't think many of us believed the whole Mike and the baby situation, just as a viewer. I'm just gonna let y'all know that
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think anybody believed it, but who spread it around the group?
Knew you was gonna ask that question. Oh my God, Richie. So I'm gonna say this. My husband for sure did not spread it around the group. You know, my husband, he's a guy. He really don't care about anything that goes on within the collective with another guy, a marriage, especially. Like we take pride in staying out of people's marriages, right? You know, especially him. Now, the first person that the collective probably heard it from was Marie. I love you, Marie. That's neither here nor there. But Selena knows all of this now, so you know, she's over it. The collective is over the whole Mike and Selena baby scandal. So, yeah, you know, messy.
Listen, I gotta ask, like, I mean, because at the end of the day, I left unclear. Was it Carrie or was it somebody else? Because the way it seemed like it was Carrie, but
Well,
trip you up real quick. Did Carrie bring it to the TV and did Marie tell Selena off screen? That's what it felt like.
that's what it is. That's what it was.
Boom.
Yes.
Got it. Got it.
Right? I love a person that read between the lines when it comes to these reality shows because, you know, some people you just got to put it right in front of them like this is what it is. But with you, like you get it. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
that's
I know
that's
how
pretty
it
much true.
works. You know, and the way y'all were describing it, it seemed like it was something that Marie was maybe trying to like say, "Hey, listen, I think this could come up. Just so you know, somebody else overheard it. Carrie brings it up on camera." And so
Yeah.
that's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
Um,
So many words, yeah. Yeah.
okay.
You 90% correct. I'll take the 90.
Okay, okay. How do you feel about the cast as it stands now, right? You guys are just ending the season. Do you think that you could add more people, or do you kind of feel like you want to continue to just explore it with the cast that you have now? If you're saying add more people, that doesn't mean take away anybody, right?
Yeah,
I want to
for
make
sure.
that be known because I'm not asking you that question. But do you think that there are some other people that you had your eye on or that have maybe approached you about doing the show that would be good for the show? Or do you just prefer to keep it where it is right
I mean, I love it. I love the cast that we have now. Now, if we add an additional person, I don't see any harm. You know, I always feel like anything new is always welcomed for sure. But regardless, if we add a new cast, it's not going to take away from the collective as it is now, a great group of women. And if we add a cast on, you know, look, the more the merrier. Like, I'm not gonna say, you know, I want cast added or I wanna keep it the same, you know, whatever Carlos choose to do, then we have to roll with it.
now? Yeah, I had to ask that question because the trailer for his one of his other shows, Love and Marriage Huntsville, just dropped today, and they just added a new cast member on there as well. And I had been thinking that, you know, would that spice up the show, or do you feel like you feel safe with the group now? Because something that I noticed with you guys in this reunion was it felt good to watch.
Mm.
Like, I mean, y'all had y'all moments, obviously, right? You know, you did reveal something about a threesome.
Oh God. See, she's okay, girl. Listen, I might have a threesome with my husband one day.
But I like how y'all handled it.
Mhm.
Like, nobody was like, or, you know, it just seemed like grown people having conversations. And I think that
Mm.
there's something special about the way that y'all did that.
Now, I will say that there is a comfort level with the girls, you know, because keep in mind, like Marie, I could tell you everything that Marie's gonna do it, how she's gonna do it, how she's gonna come at me if she's gonna do it. Latisha, same thing, you know, Tambra, Selena, you know, I actually hang with them in real life. So it is very much a comfort level. Um, and honestly, I listen, whatever you bring to me, I'm gonna take it how it is. So it may be interesting if Carlos were to bring a new cast or a new couple or whoever to the show. So, maybe it could shake it up a little bit. I still feel like we're great as we are now, but you know, it's nothing wrong with adding a little zhuzh, you know.
How far is the Gulf Coast from Jackson?
It's about maybe 2.5, 3 hours, and Lord knows I hate to drive, so, Carrie, don't invite me to nothing.
Because I was like, I wonder how far that is. Is it like 30 minutes or
No, it is literally, like, about 2.5, 3 hours from it's a commitment, and listen, my hat goes off to Carrie because she is dedicated, like, one thing I can say about that lady, she is persistent. Carrie is Carrie, okay? She's so funny. She is a funny lady. But dedication for sure because she takes those drives in stride, okay? She is here. She's very supportive. I try to support Carrie whenever I can. I just hate driving. I hate driving. I hate being in a car over 3 hours. I feel like anything over 3 hours, I need to fly. But
feel you? I feel you.
yeah. So
Um, and my next question is just going to be now that you have babysat, do you feel like it's like you're ready to have that like baby commitment? Like you ready to be in straight up mommy mode? Because as we've talked about from the very top of this, you have a lot going on, right?
yes.
So with all the things you're doing, with all the Airbnbs, with Goddess Lens, with Taste, with the condos, with filming the show, clearly it can be done, right? Because we've seen it happen. Are
Mhm.
you, Latrice, ready for that at this point?
Damn. I'm ready as I'm gonna ever get. I don't think that a baby. Well, some people plan babies right, and with me, I'm not the traditional type of female. I love to work. I love to make money. Like, that's just what I like to do. Regardless of everything that I have going on, I do feel like that I need to have my own seed. Like, who am I going to leave my legacy to? I just have so much knowledge when it comes to so many different things, and I have so much love to give. So, and, with the whole health scare and just not wanting to grow old alone, like, I see how I am with my mother. Like, I'm there for her 24/7 if she needs me. And, let's face it, my husband older. So I'm gonna have to push him in a wheelchair before he push me. So who's gonna push me in a wheelchair? I need a seat. So yeah, that's definitely something that we're working towards. Can't wait to see the outcome for sure. And at the end of the day, there's always nannies.
To say, like, would y'all be open to a nanny? Because I know that he has some reservations about it. And even watching the show, I could understand it because
Mhm,
I do think as you get older, the idea of saying like, "Oh my god, like I gotta do this," like, and for him, I gotta do it again, right? So,
mhm.
have you guys talked about like a nanny or so? You mean because I
Yes.
possible.
Yeah, now for sure. Now let me say this. When it comes to my husband, It that man can never say no to me. It's nothing, and I was joking about this with him the other day. I was like, "You've never told me no." Like, he was like, "Yes, I have." I'm like, "Name something that you told me no." Like, this man will give me the world. Like, and for me to be able to joke about that with my husband, and it just made me sit back and realize, like, I am blessed to have the husband, regardless of how people may see him or view him. Like, I know what he is to me. That man, he's a man, he's a manly man and he loves his wife, like point blank. But yeah, for sure, we've definitely discussed having nannies and he's already telling me like, well, we're not gonna spoil the child. The child is not getting this type of car. We already talking about getting a child a Honda. Okay.
Listen, that Honda will last a lifetime,
Yes. He was
okay?
like, no Mercedes, none of that. We getting a child a Honda, baby. The child is not even here, okay? And we're talking about cars. So yeah, it's definitely conversations for sure.
Okay, I just wanted to check. Maybe next time I come to Jackson, you'll be,
you to the baby shower. You gonna host it.
Please let me. Okay, I will definitely come down for that. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed my time in Jackson. I enjoyed y'all in general. It was just that was a fun day, and I
Mhm.
get to do that again.
Yes, that was a good time, Richard. You a fun time.
I try.
Mm,
I mean, mostly
I have to
I'm quiet,
no,
right? I'm reserved, but
you are.
I still like to have a good time in person.
You do, honey. I have to go on one of these trips. Where's
You
the
do?
next trip?
Oh my god! Because I know you like to travel too.
Yes. Look, when is the next trip?
God, I'm going to Bali in, like, 4 weeks, so I'll be there for,
Nah.
like, 3 weeks, so I'll be off work.
Oh,
Okay? I'm ready.
okay.
I'm
Come on. I know you getting a cute little coin.
ready.
I love it.
You
I
like a
love it.
money around here. Alright, so Latrice, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. I know you have a busy schedule. Can you tell the people where they can find everything Latrice and Taste and all the businesses?
Yes. Okay. So, if you guys go to my page, Latrice Rogers Official on Instagram, you can find the link to Taste Bar and Grill, Goddess Lents. My Facebook is Latrice Rogers, and Airbnbs are on Facebook. So everything Latrice Rogers or Latrice Rogers Official.
Alright, y'all heard it here first. Sky Squad, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you guys in the next video.